Welcome back to the Wallace and Gromit in Fright of the Bumblebees. Okay. And we got some seeds.
There now, with hard work and a little luck, you should have a nice bed of flowers in 2 or 3 months.
I can't wait 2 or 3 months. I've got a deadline. This evening.
Ugh, you poor simple man. Nothing grows that quickly.
I wonder. Rex Armstrong's quick grow muscle formula. Watch them sprout in seconds. If it works on people, perhaps I could adapt it to work on flowers. 3 miracle ingredients. Grotein, Energize, Strongium. Well, I need a miracle, and fast. It shouldn't be too tricky to knock up a batch myself. Then we'll see who's got the grandest garden in West Wallaby Street. The hive will be humming in no time.
Also, I gotta check something. Right after... Yes, good. Let's do a little bit of this and this. And we are back. So... where can I find those items? And there's a... rather fancy gentleman.
Oh, caught you! Can't take an old soldier by surprise.
Okay, so he has something I need.
Morning, Major Crumb.
It is, if you don't mind enemy invasions.
I beg your pardon.
Didn't you get my message? Received intelligence of a major air assault. Expect the sirens to sound any minute. Hope you know where your nearest air raid shelter is.
I do recall something about that, but Major Crumb, are you sure you're not mistaken?
I know. I've made predictions before, but I'm not crying wolf. This time, I've got proof.
What you got there?
Jar?
It's what's inside the jar that counts. Incontrovertible evidence that the enemy is on the move.
Does it? I can only see a snail.
Of course it's a snail. But what's she trying to tell us? That's the important thing.
What is she trying to tell us?
Look at her, man. She's retreated into her shell in the middle of the day. And that means only one thing. It means she knows trouble is about to strike from the heavens. Law of nature, Wallace. Learned it in France during the war. Never wrong yet.
Okay. So we gotta do something with her.
You're looking at my case, aren't you, Wallace?
Well, I suppose I was, Major.
Bet you'd like to know what's inside.
I am curious, yes.
Ha! This case is packed full of government-issue protein bars.
Protein.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace.
Okay, so we gotta fool the bars out of old man. Okay. That was a bit abrupt. Up. Up. Oh, it's so dumb. Can I go back? Can I see the veiny head? No. Ah, it looked way worse earlier. Okay, hello, Paneer.
Mr. Wallace.
Hello, Paneer. I need your stuff.
Mr. Wallace, I've got something for you.
Much obliged.
Why? What you got me? Oh. Oh! Oh, it's for quick traveling. Ooh, good. Okay. Hello, Paneer.
You come to deliver my order?
It's not quite ready yet, I'm afraid.
You're not going to disappoint me. Not after yesterday's little incident.
Oh, no. You can count on from me to you.
I don't know. I still have a problem with the eyes. I mean, they look good, but the minor movements.
That looks like... Can it really be cheese?
Indeed it is, Wallace. Wensleydale, your favorite?
And am I to take it that these are...
Yes, free samples. Go on, duck in.
Don't mind if I do, Mr. Paneer. One for now. And one for later.
I mean, Paneer's eyes don't seem as bad.
Don't forget, Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset.
The problem is Wallace. It is.
Pity it's closed. Oh, I could murder a sausage roll or two. Now that's a fine-looking postbox. It would make a good chassis for my honey-powered vacuumatic. But that's tomorrow's project.
I think you're gonna forget it anyways. It's... I don't know. I don't think I like these jump cuts. Nice. What about Ian?
Wonder if the landlord would be interested in subscribing to my honey service. No sense in looking for new orders when I haven't fulfilled the first.
And she seems lovely.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
I doubt she's... that though.
So, Wallace, in the honey business now, I hear.
Oh, you've heard the buzz, have you?
Oh, indeed I have. It's all over town.
This'll never get off the ground. Stupid idea, if you ask me.
And nobody did.
Couldn't get honey out of a honey jar, that one.
Excuse my husband. He's a right misery gut sometimes.
Okay, so what do you have for sale?
Doesn't suit my immediate purpose.
Wait, yeah?
That's nice. That's fine where it is.
Okay, fine. Anything aside from this?
Oops.
Here now, put that back up.
Okay, so what are we gonna use that for?
Ta-ra, bye then.
I noticed you received my petition for early release of the Sniffer 3000, Constable Dibbins.
Yes, and I notice it's attracted the signatures of just one man and his dog.
We're only appealing for natural justice.
But your blinking cheese detector thingamy, what do you call it, destroyed an entire grocery store.
Teething problems. It's still only a prototype.
A prototype? It's a villain, if you ask me. A diabolical device. You can see that in its face.
My machine isn't evil, Constable Dibbins. It's just got a short fuse and a few loose nuts.
We'll see. I'm going to formally interview this glorified tin can of yours, and if it can convince me that it's not a menace to society, then perhaps I'll release it into your custody.
Fair enough.
You there, prisoner. Kindly look at me when I'm talking to you.
Do I have the...
I don't see the point in it.
Look at me.
Fear not, my little cheese-sniffing friend. Soon have you out of there. Oops. Missed.
Okay.
I was right about this heap of scrap. It's wired for wickedness.
Okay.
We've had our little chat.
And?
I'm afraid there's no talking to your sniffer. Hardwired for criminality, I'd say. Well, if it isn't Wallace. I had a notion you'd be nosing around the police station
I don't
this
know.
morning.
This has so much of a Sevilla vibes, though Wallace is less of a villain.
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's not closing time yet.
Okay.
So, might you be interested in signing up for my honey deliveries, Mrs. Gabberley? Fresh daily.
Ooh, I should say so. I'm partial to a spot of honey for my tea.
Waste of money! We'll never see honey for tea, or breakfast for that matter.
Oh, shut up, you. Wallace knows what he's doing. He's got a head for business.
Is that a head? I took it for a parsnip.
Pay him no mind.
Okay, so I don't think there's much I can do here. Anything here aside from the... No. Can I go?
Is that you again, Wallace? Take cover, man! Take cover!
Yeah, there are some bikes going on. So, what do I need to do?
Right, come back here, you thieving rascal. That's my tea bag.
I won't have you threatening that dear little creature. Not while he's in my garden. You've come buzzing back, Mr. Wallace. As a bee to a blossom, eh?
That flower hasn't bloomed yet.
I know it hasn't, the lazy thing. Ah, but the wait will be worth it.
Oh?
This flower will be the piece de resistance of my purple paradise. And the scent, absolutement heavenly. I'm simply mad about the purple pansy.
Okay. Whoop. Is there anything here?
No flowers in here.
Okay. Okay, that's the robot. What is this too?
I wonder what happened to his little cricket bat.
Okay, so we're gonna need to give him a bat. Yeah, okay, and does this do this other way?
Water's all right, but growth formula would be faster.
What are you on about?
Yes, what am I on about? I think this leads to the back. Yeah. I can't jump in. So, what can I do?
The auto flip frying pan. That was my birthday present for Gromit last year.
So what can I do to get the... Oh, there's a message.
Hello, Wallace. Paneer here again. Just checking on that honey order. Almost ready, I hope. This year's Festival of Crumpets could be the best yet if your honey's as sweet as you say. So sorry I had to ban you and your inventions from the actual premises.
Huh. Do I have the... Actually... Ah. Dang it. I forgot I had the remote. Okay, I have Wensleydale and what else? Gorgonzola and Rotterdam. Okay. Shall I feed up?
Last night's bedtime snack. Gorgonzola makes a nice change from Wensleydale.
Okay, so I have couple of different cheeses. Do I need all three, or am I gonna be done with two? This is... I don't know, it feels weird. It doesn't seem to control as it should. Then there's the rabbit. Well, I mean, not the rabbit, the squirrel. Squirrely. Okay. Take some samples.
Mr. Wallace?
Don't take some samples.
Don't forget, Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset.
Can I...
Wallace, love. How's business?
Must be awfully hot under that helmet, I reckon. A sunny day like today.
It's a trifle sweltering, yes. But danger and discomfort are all in the line of duty for an officer of the law, though most folk don't appreciate it.
Okay, so that means I gotta...
Can you see fit
Yep.
to grant my appeal, Constable Dibbins?
Yep.
Not also when I...
You don't approach.
No, I missed the cheese.
Blasted him.
No
Yeah, I mean-
change, I'm afraid.
I kinda know what to do, but not really. When this is, I think, the only episode of these that I am somewhat
How much-
familiar with. Okay. And then I gotta play these two like a fiddle.
Oh, there's Miss Sniffer 3000, banged up like a common criminal. Oh, breaks my heart. That cheese detector's not a bad machine, just a bit overkeen. It's all the energites in its system. Energites? It seems to me, yes. Energites is one of the ingredients in Rex Armstrong's quick grow muscle formula. I used my last Energite battery to fuel the sniffer. I'll have to get it back if I want to finish the formula.
Yes, so if I use this now on the Wensleydale.
The sniffer's just trying to get to the cheese, but the machine sounds like it's crying. Oh, almost brings a tear to my eye just watching.
Okay, that's one part. Let's see what happens when we do this.
How long do you intend to...
As long
It's not...
as that,
And...
perhaps it.
Why...
All right.
Okay. And...
You there, prisoner. Kindly look at me when I'm talking to you.
Okay, and... Gorgonzola should make it look.
That's more like it. Now you've had time to think, what can you tell me about what happened yesterday? Feel bad about what you did, do you?
And that's Wensleydale.
He's weeping. Maybe this contraption's got feelings after all. Now, I want a truthful answer. If I release you from custody, will you do it again?
Rotterdam.
Well, I'll be damned. The prisoner has been interviewed,
Yes?
and having exhibited signs of repentance, I am prepared to release him into your protective custody, provided, Wallace, you give me an assurance that you'll keep your blinking eye on him. Or it. Or whatever he answers to.
Oh, I'll keep an eye on him, Constable Dibbins. You have my word on that.
And I think we are gonna...
Mr. Gabberly.
Gone away! Went to Timbuktu! Won't be back until spring!
Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to put the batteries. So why are... Oh, hello. Yeah, hello. This is so dumb.
Caught you! Can't take an old soldier.
I mean, I could just use the quick traveling, but okay, we need something for you. How are we gonna
Is that you again, Wallace? Take cover, man! Take cover!
get the snail?
Good man, Wallace. I see you at least appreciate the seriousness of the situation. Now, spread the word. If people don't believe what an old soldier has to say, perhaps they'll listen to the snail.
Why? Why did I have to take the snail? Okay then. What? Where am I? What am I gonna do? Okay, with this thing? Ah. Sure, snail. You gotta go.
I don't think she'd appreciate that very much. I don't think she'd appreciate...
Yeah, no, I know. I don't think she would, but there's just things you gotta do.
I don't think she'd appreciate that very much.
Okay, just show it to her then. You snail on Felicity.
I realize this may seem a trifle irregular, but Major Crumb insisted I show you this. It's... oh.
A snail? In my garden? Have you lost your mind, Wallace?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, well, if that gave us the bar, that's... that's actually quite nice. Though, why did I skip... Wait. I wanna go to the street.
I wonder where Major Crumb disappeared to.
Downstairs or the cracker closet? Which one?
Wallace, thank heavens you made it to the shelter. I'd given you up for lost. Caught in the crossfire, were you?
Okay. Are you gonna give me the bars?
Pardon me, Major. About those protein bars of yours.
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace. By George, this is an emergency! Private Gromit! I hereby issue you one protein bar. Guard it well, and see that it lasts you all day. Wallace, here's one for you as well.
Much obliged.
Okay, so we got our bar.
Wait! Careful, Wallace. You're heading into hostile territory. The enemy has clearly landed, and most likely set up camp in West Wallaby Street. Who knows what the blighters have done to our once peaceful neighborhood? If you make it back alive, you'll have to give us a full report. In the meantime, eat your protein rations. The protein will keep your strength up, especially if you're captured. Brave lad! We'll keep the home fires burning.
Okay, so it's not that
You
simple.
see, Private Gromit? I told you he'd make it back to us alive. How a few of those...
Okay, so...
Gromit, old chum. Slip me that protein bar Major Crumb gave you.
You'll do no such thing, Private Gromit. I gave you your protein bar for the day, Wallace. I won't have you catching another from the enlisted men.
Okay.
What's the news from above,
So do I need to
chaos and
distract this extremely patriotic
It's
man
a long way to Tipperary,
with this?
Wallace.
So they say. My workers are very devoted to their queen.
You've got to get your mind help pass the time.
Well, I hate to...
Of course you would. I brought visual aids. I can still see
Uh-huh.
perfect.
Now, there's a sight.
That's me posing with Mother next to my 40mm Bofors. Look at the size of that monster. Big Betty, we called her. The gun, not my mother. I could have spared him his care forever. She was
Who's that fellow?
That's me as a young recruit, off to basic training. How I cried when they cut off my golden curls. But I cheered up as soon as they issued me with a beautiful set of dog tags. Dashed useful dog tags. If you happen to forget your rank or name, you've got it right there. Never going to battle without your dog tags, Wallace.
Yeah, that's why people carry them.
What a face!
That's me kitted out for heavy combat. That helmet took many a dent before the war was through. Without it, I could have become seriously loopy. Take my advice, Wallace. Never go into battle without a regulation helmet like the one in this picture.
Sounds like you were quite a soldier, Major Crumb.
Well, Wallace, why the past tense?
Oh dear.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Something you civilians will never grasp. And I'd be happy to prove it by charging into the fray. That is, if I were recommissioned and had a proper helmet with a cute little brim. And if I could find someone to take charge of this shelter and distribute the protein bars.
Okay, so we gotta find a hill up. I see it. God dang it.
My workers are very devoted to their queen.
And there's the helmet. There you
I
go.
thought you might find this useful, Major Crumb.
A helmet? By George, Wallace, there's nothing like a good helmet. Makes a fellow want to put himself in the path of projectiles. If you know what I mean. But I haven't been recommissioned.
Okay, I mean, does Gromit do it or do I do it?
Gromit could do the job.
Private Gromit? Can I entrust my precious cache of protein bars to a Pongo? Perhaps so. He's proven himself a trusty foot soldier. Yes. If I am called away to the front, I'd feel comfortable leaving Private Gromit in charge. But I haven't been recommissioned.
Okay. Do I...
I'd be...
You?
And is this the...
What a face!
That's about it. Take my advice, picture.
So... Do I just... press the... or... earlier button. Does this work?
This call box has been a boon for Gromit. No matter where he is in the house, he's never far from his master's voice. This call box
God
has
damn it.
been a master's...
Okay, so it's not that one. Not that.
Phew. That'll put me right to sleep.
And we're gonna use that later, it seems. It seems.
I'll be glad I provide...
Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy with this camera. Oh well. I think I'll leave it here. On the next episode, let's get them bars and hopefully we make some super flowers. Until then, bye bye.